That unsafe act and unsafe conditions have a lot of examples which we can identify each and every workplace. Did you know that NearMiss is a kind of incident that is very observable in our day-to-day in our workplace? Now, this is Mr. Renan F. De La Cruz, and welcome back to the safety episode. Today, I'm going to share with you the Unsafe Act, Unsafe Condition, and Near Miss. So let's begin. What is this thing? Unsafe Act. Unsafe Act means an activity that is not conducted according to the safety standards that can cause injuries, loss, and even death. So, ito yung paggawa ng isang empleyado, yung aktibidades ng isang empleyado na hindi naaangkop sa safety standard na naging resulta sa sakuna, injury, pagkasugat sa katawan, damage sa propiedad, or hahantong sa pagiging kawalan ng buhay ng isang empleyado. So, this is the Unsafe Act. Now, every people says safety is just a common sense. Yeah, I really agree. Safety is just a common sense. Common sense was in place, but the question is on how we use the aforesaid common sense. Now, let's go to the examples of the Unsafe Act. The poor attitude of an employee towards his workers or toward his tasking. Failure to wear personal protective equipment. Let's say, for example, you're working on a construction site and the area that you're entering in are required of the personal protective equipment. Let's say, for example, a hard hat that protect your head from the falling debris, and your failure to wear on it, and some tools falling down in your head, and it will create injury. Then, failure to follow work procedures. Let's say, for example, you're working at height. Of course, in working at height, 6 feet from the ground, you are required to wear a safety harness or a fall protection. But you are failed to do it, meaning you are failure to follow the work procedures, and suddenly you're going down, you're fell down, then you're dead. Okay? Then, poor supervision. Okay, unsafe act of employee is sometimes cause of the poor supervision of the supervisors assigned. Okay? Operating equipment without proper authority. Let's say, for example, a backhoe. You are not an authorized operator, but you use it. And you strike another employee. Unsafe act. Or, if you are operating an forklift and you're running a higher speed, a high speed, and then you struck an employee or you struck materials, and it will damage or it will create injuries to other people. Or let's say, for example, you're driving, but you not follow the minimum speed required, the overspeeding. What should be the result? The result, well, incident or accident and violation of the speed limit. So that is the unsafe act. Then, of course, let's say, for example, you smoke on the prohibited areas. There is a sign that smoking is not allowed in this area. Flammable materials and liquids stored. So, but you still smoke. And then you throw your cigarette butts and create a fire. Unsafe act. So, Meaning, unsafe act is the result of the human error. Number one, lack of training, lack of common sense, and lack of awareness. This is the unsafe act. Let's say, for example, you eat a banana and you peel it. And the skin of the banana, you throw. Somebody will pass and step on the banana, banana skin, and then he will slip and fall down. Your act of throwing the banana skin is the unsafe act, meaning it's a human error. Then, let's go to the unsafe condition. Unsafe condition is a condition in the workplace that is likely to cause injury, injury, property damage, or even death. Likely to cause injury, property damage, and even death. Like, for example, poor lighting system in the workplace. Of course, it will affect your eyesight if you are working in a computer with a dim light. Open manholes without warning. And during night time, somebody fall on the holes. Or somebody who are riding a bicycle, then will get into the open holes without putting any warning device or without uh, putting a fence in order to cover the holes. Then, uneven floor or surfaces. So if you are walking on uneven floors, sometimes it will resort to slippery. Okay, a slippery floor with with a stagnant water. So your failure to put a warning device, then some employees will step on the slippery floors, then accident will happen. Poor housekeeping. So poor housekeeping, we know that poor housekeeping is the cause of the fire incident at home or in workplace. Then, faulty equipment devices. Let's say, for example, you use an octopus plugs and outlets that cause fires, unsafe conditions. Or, let's say, for example, you are driving a car or a vehicle that have that doesn't have a headlights. So you're driving in the evening time. During night time, it is unsafe condition of the equipment. Or let's say for example, you are using a defective grinder or a wire that have a leakage. This is the unsafe condition. Okay. Then near miss. What is this near miss? Let's go to the near miss. Near miss is unplanned or unwanted event that did not result to injuries, loss, but has a potential to do so. So this is the kind of event, no, which is unplanned and unwanted na hindi natin gustong mangyari. No? Pero hindi siya nagresulta ng injuries at saka loss. Pero meron siyang potential na mangyari, na magagawa. Let's say for example, on my illustration here in the green board. This is the 20-footer container bag. Okay, and this is the lifting activity. So this is the hook, this is the string, this is the buckle, this is the buckle. But buckle doesn't work properly. This is defective. One buckle have a crack, number two buckle have a crack, and the other one have a crack also. So this is the what we call unsafe condition. So this is the unsafe condition. Now, under the container, there is an employee walking under. See? So this is the unsafe act. Did you get? Okay. The unsafe condition here is the defective buckle. So it's an anytime it will fall down. So unsafe condition. So this is the human error. Why? Because anybody there and a safety inspector or any supervisor or any competent operators of the crane who left this container bag does not notice this. They should check this first before doing this lifting work. So this is the unsafe condition. And the employees doesn't aware of the weight and of the lifting job. He walked under beneath this container van and it will going pull down, then will hit him. Of course, the minimum is only the injuries, but the fatality will bring him 6 feet below the ground. So, unsafe act, unsafe condition. Okay, let's go to the NearMiss. The container van pulling down, but the employees run and come here, so the container van that pulling down doesn't hit him. So he's here, he's safe. The event is called the near-miss case. Okay? So the container van fall going down, then the employees in the under the container run, and he avoid the container van. So that case is the near-miss cases. So there are more examples of this unsafe act and unsafe condition. Let's say, for example, for the unsafe act, using hands in doing works on an equipment instead of using tools. Or unsafe act, repairing an equipment that continues running. Or repairing, moving equipment without using the lockout and tag out. Lockout and tag out. So, that is the example of the unsafe act. Okay. Ano pa? Working at height. No? Working at height without a prescribed harness. Or you're doing a welding works without a welding mask. Then, unsafe condition. Let's say, for example, in unsafe condition, did you see the combustible materials near the welding works? But, of course, you're aware of it, but you did not remove the combustible materials from the place wherein this is close to the welding works. And then, when the fire spark from the welding rods and affect the combustible materials and create a fire. So the unsafe conditions and the unsafe act. So unsafe act is the human error, result of the carelessness, lack of training, negligence, and unaware. Okay. While unsafe condition, it is the result of the human error. Why? Failure to check, failure to wear, failure to examine, failure to execute. And the near-miss case is the kind of incident that does not result in injury, loss, or damage of property that is called the near-miss case. So, if you have any question about unsafe act, unsafe condition, near-miss, just leave your comment below. And if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and put your comments so that we can address any comments under our channel. Thank you so much, guys, and see you soon.